Roll that. Oh my God.
What's going on, Maz Gang?
Hey guys,
My name is Brian. This is my husband,
Alec.
and this is the Brown Bros.
Dex.
Lorenzo.
All right, and today we are going to be talking about gay lingo misinterpreted. So I want to start by talking about a comment that was left on our page. Mr. Lorenzo here referenced the word fish, and I think you were using it in the term like females.
Like female, yeah, like fish.
So we want to clear that up.
So
We want to clear it up to let you guys know that there was no harm meant in that comment at all. We can understand how it's interpreted and why you may not want to be called that or referred to as that, but this is what it means in our world.
Okay.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You want to talk on it?
I just want to say,
This is your chance
This
to
is
tell
your
the
chance.
people. You
Fix it.
understand?
no, because I was in a situation a couple of weeks ago with some friends, actually friends of friends, and I did say the word fish.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, there's, probably some fish girls in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, but to them, they were like, well, why are you calling me fish? I don't smell like fish. I'm like, sweetheart, I'm not saying you smell like fish. Well, why are you calling me fish? I had to break it down for them and let them know. In our community, fish is like a real girl, like female.
Mm-hmm. So in our terminology, in Jesus Christ, and what we mean in terms of fish is, so for example, growing up in the gay family, I had drag queen family members.
Yes.
So what you would tell them is like, bitch, you look real fish right now.
You look like
you look real.
You look like
real
real thing.
girl.
So
realness.
exactly, in our world, fish means you look good. You look real, unclockable. Like
unclockable.
you're giving real
You're giving
fish.
fish.
Why the term fish was used, I don't know, but that's what we mean by it.
Yes.
So we didn't mean any harm.
Yeah, and usually we really don't mean harm by it. I feel like there might be some instances where people probably have used it as
a negative thing. Yeah,
but
for sure.
that's as to like the scent, maybe the scent. I don't know where it comes from, but honestly, when we use it, the scent of how it smells.
Yeah,
I don't think it smells like that, but
no, but
whatever. People use it as whatever they use it as.
Yeah.
But that's not the way we were using it.
Yeah.
And just so you know, like, we are a part of. We're just like them. Like, we're a part of the struggle. Like, just we get. There's a lot of names that we get called So we do want to clear it up. We do want to talk about some of those terms that are made from the heterosexual community as well. That may be hard for us to accept.
Digest.
Yeah. But we want to give that same respect back. Right?
Yeah.
If we hear that something that we've said has offended someone in any way, we do want to clear it up.
I want to apologize if you were offended by me saying fish. That's sorry.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't.
It wasn't like that.
And I mean, it all boils down to cultural difference because everybody is going to come into it thinking about what they know to be their definition.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because being from Jamaica, when I hear fish, the first thing I think of is a gay man. Fish is actually a derogatory term in Jamaica for a gay man. So, depending on where it is that you're from, everybody goes into it with their preconceived definition of what the term is. And that kind of marks the parameter for how they accept the word and how they feel towards it too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow. So fish definitely has a different meaning.
Just about everywhere.
Yeah.
Across the board. Yeah.
So it all depends on the space that you're in. And I mean, I think at the end of the day, what's important is the intent behind it.
Yes.
And I think that it was pretty clear, like from our conversation, that your intent was not ill intent at all.
Not at all. It was.
But apparently it wasn't clear because
setting the record straight.
Apparently it wasn't clear. But that comment that we're addressing also went as far as to say, what if they talked about not liking feminine men, right? And so if we unpack that, we know it's coming from that person felt offended, which is why they felt like letting us know, like, this is how it feels. So we get it, but if you don't like feminine men, that's good for you.
And that's
But
exactly how I responded. I said, at the end of the day, it's not an issue to have a preference.
Yeah.
So if somebody doesn't like a feminine man, and you consider me a feminine man, I don't have an issue. I'm gonna find somebody
that likes it.
I'm gonna find somebody who likes me for me and sees me as more than a label. And it's quite okay to have your preference. Just don't be rude with it.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's okay.
And it, as I said, like, as long as your intent is not coming from a mean place, then personally I'm okay with it. And I mean, I'm not invalidating anyone's feelings, but that's just how I see it.
Very much.
You know, so you can agree or you can disagree.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
What other terms do you think are like
Iffy.
treading on that line?
The B word.
The B word?
Yes. We're adults here. Bitch.
Yeah.
Like, so I feel like
Yeah.
that word has so many different meanings
Yes.
just in how you say it.
Definitely.
But and it's across the board again, like in the LGBTQ plus community and in the heterosexual community. Like I could be like, bitch, guess what happened?
Exactly. And it's like, well, what's up? What
Yeah.
happened?
I'd be like, bitch. Same. That's the same
Yeah.
context.
Yeah.
But it'd be like, look, bitch.
Don't get my timing wrong.
You see,
See, that's different.
same word, different context. You know what I mean? Different meaning. So
now I want to tussle.
now you want to tussle. This is another misinterpretation where a lot of females sometimes get offended if a gay man calls them a B word. Now that I can understand for sure.
Absolutely.
Because that is a derogatory word used to describe women, which I don't necessarily agree with. But at the same time, I very much call all of these people here bitches
Yeah.
on a daily basis. Not so much my husband.
Like,
I
wait,
mean,
what?
but I mean, we do use it interchangeably.
Yeah, we all.
And we
all
don't
day.
mean any harm by it if we do say it in the video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes sense. Yeah.
And I think it depends on where it comes from too. So when you're familiar with the person, all these words mean something different than had somebody that doesn't know you address you by that word, it would have a completely different meaning.
Correct.
You know, so
100%.
Yeah. But I know I was in a grocery store, and I didn't know the girl. She was like, "Bitch, did you see what they had on sale?" And I was just like, "Huh?" Like, how do you even like? They're comfortable enough to approach you because maybe they can clock me. I don't know what it is, but she was like, "Bitch," and I didn't get offended because I know she.
You knew the context that she meant it in.
She wasn't calling me like no bitch, like no.
And at the end of the day, you are everybody's friend. Like, you are one of those personalities that they don't even need to speak to Vic. They would have just watched him for 10 seconds and be like, yeah, this is somebody that, you know, I was gonna say Kiki, but
It's like it's in the curse.
Okay. What are some other terms? Okay, so here's another thing that's confusing to a lot of heterosexuals, I guess. Like my mom, for example. She's witnessed me call, like in the past, a friend a girl, or refer to her in female pronouns. That's another one that's really confusing.
I'll
for a
refer
lot
to
of
him
people.
in female
Yes,
pronouns.
refer to him in female pronouns. That's something that we do across the board that can be misinterpreted.
Girl.
It has so many different ways to do it.
Yeah, I mean, they all mean the same thing, but like from girl to sis, daughter, queen,
Niece.
Niece.
Yes, niece.
Yeah. Well,
Yes, niece.
But I guess it ties back to the point where it's coming from, I guess.
Yeah.
But because, like, your situation with somebody who walked up in the damn grocery store and says that to you, if they came up to you and said niece or sis, like,
would that mean?
what's your thought process? Like, is it as non-triggering as bitches, or?
Only because with the B word, I didn't feel like it was coming from a negative place. But if she would have walked up on me and said, sis, I would have probably felt that way.
Yeah, because
Just a little bit. Because I'm like,
So if a gay man had walked up to you and said, sis, how would you have felt?
Girl, what?
Because we the same, one and the same child.
'Cause we're the
but we have that
same.
understanding too.
We have to understand that.
Coming from our community, that it's just verbiage just carried along the way.
Mhm.
So do you think it's difference between bitch and sis if you're, someone randomly comes up to you and say that? How would y'all feel about it?
Yeah, and it shouldn't be that way.
I know it should because it's the same, but I just feel like it's different coming from.
Because I feel like I'm about to backpedal, but yeah, I feel like if you don't know me, you can't talk to me like
call
that.
me sis.
You know what I mean?
That's for close people only, locked in.
But the B word is worse, I feel.
But I feel like the B word is used across many different,
Because straight men call a lot of men B's too. Now.
Yeah, but that's in a negative way.
Yeah, you're right. I guess it's just confusing because we're all using these terms for different meanings.
Everybody.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But I don't know how I would feel if a woman came up to me and she don't know me and called me sis.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe that she's comfortable with
Because it's
the community?
misgendering you at that point.
Because you have a lot of females who have gay friends and they may talk to their gay friends that way. So maybe they're just like, okay, well, you're gay. I can tell you're gay. Let me go ahead and call you that as well because I'm so used to saying that. Do you think that's okay?
Once again, it's all in the context. I guess it's all in how you.
But then that's where it gets
maybe?
like gray because you make that exception for some people,
But not for all.
Because then I also know that there's people who are facetious and who will call me sis to piss me off. You know what I mean? To do it in a passive aggressive way.
Right.
So, I guess it's all situational.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. That's kind of hard because it's just like so many ways you can wing that. You can swing that.
I mean, for me personally, if it was a stranger, at the end of the day, don't call me bitch, don't call me sis.
Yeah.
To me, both of them kind of hold the same weight.
Yeah.
Especially if it is that I haven't given you that feeling of familiarity.
Yeah.
And we're not on that same page.
So if it is that you just randomly walked up to me and that's how you address me, then I would have a problem. If I said something sassy and then you did it, I wouldn't have had an issue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you
sense.
had something to form an opinion of me. But if you're just watching me and I haven't spoken to you and then you call me sis or bitch, I'm gonna be like, girl, who you talking to?
Well, I know me personally, I've been in situations where I'll meet someone like at a party or a bar, and they'd be like, girl, and I'm just like, I feel like they're so used to talking like that, maybe to their friends just in general, that they forget sometimes.
It happens to me at work a lot.
But they catch it. They do catch it.
They do catch it and they
"Oh, no,"
apologize.
They say, I'm sorry.
But then at that point, I'm like, it's fine.
It's okay, girl.
Like,
Sis.
yeah, like, what's tea? Like, give me, so I guess it all, like you said, it's all situational.
Yeah.
I think just the mere fact that they apologized, you
Yeah.
know from that point that the intent is different. You know point blank period what the intent was and that it wasn't supposed to be.
I mean, to be honest, to me, it makes me feel good because you feel really comfortable enough to call me that. So, yeah, I definitely wouldn't feel away.
I can tell you what I don't like though. When I've interacted with somebody for months, weeks, years, and you treat me one way, and then the minute that you find out that I'm gay, then you start calling me sis every second after.
Or they exaggerate a lot when it comes to certain things.
Or I say something and it's yes,
honey. Calm down. It's okay.
That's the favorite. Oh Lord. But I mean, I guess you can't really fault. Okay, would you say you guys can fault them if it's coming from a place that they are familiar with somebody else in that manner and they think that it's okay to be with you in that way? And it's just like, to your point, it's intent, but
individuality.
Does it feel as if you were singled out if you know that they had that same familiarity?
So I think for me what it is that it makes me feel like there's only one face to what a gay man is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why when it just, so as I said, like for me, I only read into it because you treated me a whole nother way for a year.
Mm-hmm.
And then the minute that you found out that I was gay, it was just like,
They amped it up.
now you're no longer treating me as a person that you know. You're treating me as a person that society, the
Label,
box
the
that
box,
they put me
yes,
in.
yeah.
You know?
Ooh, yes.
So it's not that I can't get down like that,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's just that if this is the kind of relationship we had, you would have seen it,
Right.
regardless of whether or not I told you that I was gay.
Right,
You know?
right.
I feel like that it can go in so many different ways
It
because
can.
it's like at that point of when you do feel comfortable enough to exaggerate the language or the lingo, are you trying to make me feel comfortable at that point? Like, or are you super uncomfortable to where you feel like you have to conform who you are around me because you got this new piece of information? So it makes, or is this really just who you are? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like it'd be a combo of both.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's them trying to be comfortable, and I feel like it's them trying to make us feel comfortable as well.
Right. I mean, but when you meet somebody, I guess I give them grace, but child, when you
I
meet
give
somebody,
them
just
grace.
lead with treating the other people how you
Sure.
want to be treated. 'Cause
Mhm.
at the end of the day, like, you may be a hoe, like you know what I mean, and I could be calling you something else, and like you calling me
Like, don't come out the gate being too strong.
just too
Mhm.
much. I don't
Get
know
to know
what
me.
really.
Get to know
Yeah,
me
I don't
first.
know. I don't know you like that. I don't.
No,
That's why, like, we gotta be mindful too. And I know we all us sitting here can probably attest to this, but it's just like, just coming out and talking to people like that is just not a norm. That's
And
not
I
our
mean,
norm.
we're guilty at the same time of doing. I'm sure all of us have had a situation where we've done the same thing to rub people the wrong way, and
Yeah.
we probably don't even realize. So we're not saying this to like, get down on anybody. It's
Yeah.
just that everybody's experience is different. Like
Yes.
we have 4 different experiences here and opinions here, so we understand that that's the energy we are gonna be getting back to.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Which is why we didn't take offense to the comment.
Exactly. We're just discussing it, and guys, I can tell you, talking about differences help.
yeah.
Yes, it does. It does. So I want to tie back to the comment, not because I'm holding on to it, but when I went back to it and I saw it, honestly, no, for real, my initial thought was not like to bite back.
Mm-hmm.
It was very much like, oh, I see what you're saying.
Mhm.
We didn't mean it that way, like
Yeah.
whatever. But it was just like I could totally see what you're saying. And
Mhm.
I understand.
We get it.
It's a miscommunication
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
Mhm.
Which we are happy to educate on.
Right? So we've talked about words that might have a double meaning or, have a place in certain settings,
Yeah.
but don't have a place in others. But do you guys have non-negotiables with certain terms or words that you don't deem as acceptable?
Oh, yeah,
Words that people just cannot call you.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Like terminology that is just not okay.
Do I say the word or I'm gonna bleep it out? I say the F-bomb.
Oh, the F-bomb. Okay.
Don't call me that.
Yeah.
F-bomb as in
like
Maggot.
Oh, okay.
No, don't say that. Don't
That's
call me that.
definitely a non-negotiable.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
no.
Definitely a non-negotiable.
Those are things that's a word that I just don't find.
Can be spun in like any
Yeah.
positive
That's
light.
disrespectful.
Yeah, it's just there's in any way that you say it, it's just a jab. You didn't mean any positive intent by using that term.
There's no positive intent.
Punk.
Punk.
Oh, so punk. So
Punk.
punk.
It's punk.
It's the same thing. It's just being country.
Well, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, so I also did not know punk to mean that.
Mm-hmm.
When I moved here, I found out that that's what that meant. Punk.
Because punk up north is mostly like soft.
Yeah, soft. Like you.
Like a pushover,
frail,
basically.
Yeah, fragile.
You
Like
just
you're
soft.
You do nothing.
You weak.
But when I came here and learned that, I was, mind you, I was called it a couple times before.
Oh my god.
And I did not even realize like these people were doing,
They
talking
was
about me that way.
childish.
But when I came, I will be honest with you, I loved it because when I moved here from Brooklyn, New York, it was a fresh slate. I genuinely didn't care what anybody said. So I loved that it didn't affect me the way they intended it to, because I didn't. First of all, I didn't know what the hell I didn't even know you was that you were trying to throw jabs at me. You're that much of a coward that you hid behind that word, child, because I didn't know what the hell was going on. But honestly, it was interesting to know, because remember we talked about which other place the term punk is used in Jamaica.
It's not.
Well, so we don't even use punk
Oh,
at all.
okay. You don't use punk at all.
No.
Okay,
So
okay.
did you know about that word before?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I knew the word, but what I knew it to mean probably is the same thing that he knew
Like
it to
soft.
mean.
Yeah.
Just
Like
being
soft.
soft
Yeah.
or,
Oh.
yeah.
Growing up, punk was a term of the F word and punk went hand in hand. So that's why that's another thing you cannot call me. What you heard, my air freshener?
Oh, that's what that was?
Yeah, it
Oh,
wasn't.
I thought it was the dog fighting. I was like, Callie don't like that word either. Don't call my daddy that.
No, those are non-negotiables for me.
The
for
S
sure.
word too. Missy.
What's that?
Oh, wait, you
word?
can say that.
Sissy.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, who?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like that word. I don't like none of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
There's no spinning it.
like hearing Sissy, it just brings me back to like my childhood self, not being able to control how I walk, or and older kids making fun of me for like my flamboyance.
Yeah. Being cute.
Is
Real
that what it
cute.
was? Cute.
That was cute.
That's far from cute, child.
You
You said you was cute. Right?
I was cute.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've like ever heard anybody address a grown man as a sissy though.
I've never heard that. Only if it's disrespectful. In a disrespectful,
In a different,
like, maybe in an
No, like,
argument.
yeah.
Definitely if they're cursing,
But I
a
haven't
straight
really
man
heard
is
it.
cursing out. seen a straight man curse out a gay man.
But
and
I feel
use the
like
term sissy.
they will
Yeah,
go
for
more
sure.
towards the
Like-
F word versus that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
That
like
cuts
sissy is like
deeper.
very like if somebody called me a sissy now,
Very
I'd be like,
90s.
are you stuck on the playground?
Right.
Is that the best
The
you can do?
outdated version.
Very nice. Very
You gotta
nice.
do better.
I just be like, sis.
Wait.
Right?
What are some phrases that you guys think we use as gay men that kind of confuse the straight population?
I would say
Okay.
ate. Like you ate that.
Yeah.
Like you ate that. You bodied that.
Mm-hmm.
You did that.
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
What, ate?
Mm-hmm.
What I just said?
So it means that they did something good.
They did something good. Like
Yeah.
you really look good. Like whatever your assignment was, you
understood
ate that.
it.
You
Yeah.
understood it.
Yeah.
And you
aced the
carried
test.
it. Carried
Yeah.
is a new one. Carried as well. Because
Yeah.
you carried that. Like you left
did
no
what needed to be
crumbs.
done,
And
yeah.
I'm adding more words as I go along.
Right?
No
All
problem.
of these are lingos that you are explaining the lingo with. But you make sense.
Kiki is another one. Like,
What
that
is
something-
Kiki?
Kiki, isn't that like a talk conversation?
Kiki,
Or it's
like
having
something
a
like
chat.
Good
chat,
time.
like, yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's a
like a
good
good
time.
time. Like a
Mhm.
kiki, like
So
bitch,
that
kiki
could be a
like that.
conversation, that can be a party, that can
Yeah.
be anything, but
Let's
it's a
have a
good
kiki.
time.
That's how they kiki.
Yeah.
Well,
You
I know the
that
song
one?
Let's Have a Kiki.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that. I know Kiki
Yeah, there's
Palmer.
a song. Let's have a Kiki Palmer.
You said what?
Kiki Palmer.
it's a different. It's spelled differently, Vic.
So
Oh.
Kiki I thought was like a laugh. Like let's have like I guess like a good time.
Yeah.
So I guess I understood it.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure.
Okay. What about tens?
Perfect
Tens,
score.
yeah.
Perfect score, Beyonce.
When you think 10 out of 10, 10's across the board.
Highly
it's-
recommend.
Highly recommend, like, yeah.
Yeah, 10 is like just a
10.
number that people use for
10.
perfection.
Yeah.
Mm.
That you did it. You did what needed to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Tens. Okay.
Tens.
What's another one?
Beat that face.
Oh yeah. That's confused. That would be confusing. Well, yeah, to straight guys.
No, I mean, a long time ago too, when I heard beat that face, I was
Well,
like,
you know what? I'm
Like,
not
to
gonna
beat
straight
that
guys-
face?
Right. Well,
I was like, wow, the
when I
violence.
first heard about beat, I was like, what? You beat? No, I don't.
So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
that's another
Beat.
thing.
mm-hmm.
The term alone beat means something other than beat that face.
Mhm.
So beat means what does beat mean to you? Because I thought it meant good.
I thought beat me like you, like your face is beat.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
it's good. Like, your makeup is flawless.
So when I thought beat, I thought tired.
Not tired.
Yeah.
I'm beat.
I'm
Yeah.
beat.
I'm tired.
So when somebody said you're beat, I
Lay
thought somebody
down.
was like, you look
You
like
look
you
like you need to
need.
go lay down.
Mhm.
Okay.
Now I think about it, right? So, is there something that maybe that's how we cope by making those kind of terms positive instead of meaning their negative meaning? So, like when we call each other sis, knowing that we're men, people use that term to harm us,
Yeah.
but we use it to.
So
To uplift.
Because because that's what
That's
seems
like
like
a
a
good
common
point.
so
denominator when I look at those.
like how we turn words into a positive for us.
Right.
For me, and I could be wrong. I know that the female genders and all of that, like sis, girl, auntie, niece, all of that derived from the gay family and the gay, like the ballroom scene and the pageant scene. So we're all men here. You know what I mean? In those families, you have men, you have family members that do drag, or some that are transgender. As a male species, we give these people female pronouns. So that's where the sis, niece, auntie, and all of that came from. Daughter. All of that came from that. In terms of like beat that face, it's very well possible. Like,
What did beat that face mean to you?
beat that face, I knew it meant like your mug is stamped, which
Mug.
is another term.
Mug.
It's like
So your mug. What's your mug?
Your face.
your face.
Okay, his mug shot, right? Yeah.
I guess so.
Wow. Okay, that makes
You
sense.
really turning it on? Okay.
Right?
That could very well be it. Like that. Maybe you can maybe want to Google.
But that's what I'm saying, because that's the only thing is that I'm noticing, and it could be a trauma coping mechanism. That's what I'm trying to figure out. 'Cause I want to get
So
to
basically,
the
you
root
use
of-
something people weaponize or use
Right.
to weaponize you to like be a positive affirmation.
Yeah, what is the
almost.
root of the terms? That's what I'm really trying to get at. Is what is the root? At the end of the day, the term is what it is. But what?
If
caused
you
the
guys
term
know,
to be
let
what
us
it
know
is?
in the comments.
Yeah.
because-
What about shape?
Oh God, I did that.
Oh yes, shape. Oh my God, when he told me about shape, I couldn't stop saying shape. Maxing the shape.
Oh my
Don't, I mean, I'm not.
I wasn't saying that. I was
Okay.
thinking about like shape.
So, I mean, and it's
It's the same thing.
it's the same thing. You know what a shape is? Shape.
You know what a shape is?
Oh, okay.
Like
But
you said,
I-
like, oh, she got a cute shape.
Okay, yeah. So what's the difference?
About maxing the shape.
No, it's okay.
Yeah,
'cause-
they just trying to gloss over here.
So,
what's the-
shape for me, growing
Body.
up, is your body.
Mhm.
It's your butt. It could be
Your hips, your
your
thighs.
hips, whatever. Like
shape.
your
Okay.
shape is sickening, or like that
She
shape,
got
is-
a cute
or it
shape.
could be that shape is wrong if you build like SpongeBob.
She is
So it's all whatever maxing of the shape.
bad body.
It's something different. Yeah.
Maybe you can use your imagination.
Max the shape. Push the shape to its max. Okay, I'm sorry. Y'all. What is
You have to be sweating over it,
It's
right?
hot. I'm sorry.
Max- So you max out a credit card,
So
you
this
push
is
it
your
to the
mind.
limit.
Yeah.
So
A
imagine
shape,
that.
your backside,
Or
max
any
out your
shape.
shape.
Yeah, shape. Exactly. So, yep.
Not you explained it like maxing out a credit card. Swipe the card, baby.
You gotta
Yeah.
teach the people.
It won't decline.
Unlimited funds.
Unlimited funds.
Only you.
No limit, baby.
So come through. Come through. Push through.
Push through, come through. That.
Tip through.
Okay, help me.
So
Because I don't really know how to explain that one.
Which one? Tip through?
Come,
come
through.
through.
Like come through, like damn.
Come through.
Almost like you did that, I
like
guess.
come through, like come. Damn, I can.
Yeah, come
Like,
You
I can
know what
say
it
in the
means, but you don't know.
conversation, But trying to explain it is if like come through, like come through. Like come through, like you
So we clearly
had a
don't know the
task.
meanings of these
You
things
had a
either.
task and you delivered. So you came the fuck through.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Minus the
Boom.
F word.
Minus the F word, you came through. You had a task, you delivered, come through. And you ate that.
Right, and you ate that. And all of that. You made a whole sentence out of
Out of
all the
Lingo.
That's just a day to day for us.
It is. This is how bad it is. It's a language.
You should see the text message threads. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh my gosh, it's terrible.
Carried. What about carried?
That's the same thing as
That's come through.
What about boot?
Like
Not what?
boot. Oh, boots. As in like Okay, so use it in a sentence.
right? Cause
You said it.
I know. I'm trying to think.
okay, so for me, the only like tire boots or
Drunk
Yeah.
boot.
drunk boots.
Drunk boots. Right.
I don't know why the boots are there, but it's just an exaggeration of the term. Like I'm tired. I'm tired boots.
Drunk boots.
That's
I'm
like
so-
the like
I'm
that's
drained.
that's it. Like the boots means
That's it. These
Times
boots are
10.
not
Yeah,
made for
times 10,
walking
okay.
anymore.
yeah.
Take these boots off my feet. hurt.
Boot. Oh my god. Yeah.
My
I'm
feet hurt.
exhausted.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
My bunions hurt.
Not my bunions. I can't.
What about chopped?
Mm.
Chopped.
Mhm.
No Chung Lee, but chopped.
Chopped. So that term comes from the gay ballroom scene,
Mhm.
right? And I think that's when they don't get their tens or the
Yeah,
perfect
that
score.
means-
That means you were terrible.
Terrible.
Right.
Like
So okay, so chopped.
Yikes.
Okay, so can I ask this? Do y'all know if if you get an 8, are you technically chopped, or do you get chopped and get a 0? Is it chopped as 0? Like
I'm not
chopped?
sure because I've never.
For me,
been to-
I've been to a ball, but I don't know the scoring. They're just really loud. It's a lot
I wanna go
to
to
go to a
one.
ball.
Well,
But-
right, that's our next outing.
right? I'm down.
Find us a ball.
They have them here.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we need to go to a ball.
We should go to a ball.
I've seen it on TV.
Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Eat
When
it.
is it? We didn't talk about it in this segment, right? Oh, we talked about families. Okay, so let's go back to the other episode. Real quick. But no, when I got my gay got into like the coming out,
Mm-hmm.
introduced to my friend's gay family because I didn't have a
Mhm.
gay family. I did learn all these. This is where I learned all the terms,
Mm-hmm.
and I forgot what I was about to say.
Really?
I had a blank moment.
God.
It was giving like it was getting real
It was
deep.
about
Right?
to
Like
get
he has
good.
It was about to
everybody's
get deep.
attention.
What, I was about to get yeah, I just forgot. Damn, where was we? Can we chop it?
We
But
can't.
where was I going with it? Like I just
That's fine.
Yeah.
When you find it, tell us.
okay.
Last one. What about clocked?
Oh, like we clocked his tea, honey. We knew what was going on with that.
Clocked.
We clocked it.
I don't
When you call up
You've never
somebody
heard-
on something,
Yes.
clocked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, clock their T.
Clocked
Okay.
your tea.
So you pin
T's another
Oh,
one.
like I got it. Like I
You're
understood.
clockable. Like,
Oh, so
You-
clockable, as in if it was a drag I heard that term before. If-
Ooh, wait a
do I wanna
minute.
go?
yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Okay.
You have some people who are clockable. Like,
Yeah. Like we clocked that.
yeah, like there's some like for example, this is just an example. If you are trans, a lot of times they use this term when they're arguing. They'll be like, "Oh, bitch, he clocked you when you walked through the door," which means you're not giving fish.
Oh, or
You're not giving the female illusion. I
Yeah.
can still tell that you are
I-
what you are.
Yes.
But it can be used in
Oh,
Different
so you can use it in a
different
positive
directions.
way, and you can use that in like a way to kind of hurt.
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
or even just in conversation.
Yeah,
Like,
like we been clocked that.
yes.
Okay.
Bingo.
Like we knew about that
So you
already.
peeped that, like you,
Yeah.
you kind of okay.
Ding ding ding.
Ding
Ding, ding,
you
ding.
got it.
Another one was tea.
T.
Oh, that's common. Everybody's using T now.
Why am I?
Do they know where
Right.
it came from?
Do they know where it came from?
You know where it came
Where
from?
it came from?
I know.
Miss
I feel
Muffet?
like it came from us.
it did come from us.
It did.
Let's
sure.
talk about gay appropriation.
Mm.
Yeah.
Talk about it enough. But no, I don't care. Whatever. But T, yes, that's one of the oldest ones. Huh?
Mm-hmm. Well, that was the end of the terminology or the phrases that kind of commingle, can be intertwined.
Yeah.
You guys have anything you want to add?
Well, when it comes to the terms
Oh.
and all the terminologies,
Mhm.
I just want to say,
Right.
when, like Alex said earlier, the intent, I agree, if we have the understanding about the intent part of it, I think we all be in a good place. If we are respectful to each other, we don't have nothing to worry about. But it is good to know as adults, we're accountable for what we say. So whatever relationship it is, child, like just kind of think about what we say.
Yeah, be respectful.
But now we're in an era where there's a lot of
disrespect,
emotions and feelings. And,
you have to be very careful.
So we should be a little bit more gentle, handle with care. So like,
handle with care.
Handle with care.
So yeah, if we did offend anybody,
we're sorry.
We're sorry. We didn't mean to at all.
Yes.
But guys, thank you guys for joining us again, Dexter and Lorenzo.
AKA Vic.
Go ahead. We're gonna tag them in the title and the description, right? So you guys can check out their podcast. By this time, it should have been out.
It should be out.
Yes. Don't serve me.
Okay. It's gonna be out. But guys, thanks again for joining us. If you like this video, be sure to like it. Go ahead and comment if there's any phrases that we may have missed. Go ahead and do that. Let us know. This is your part. I'm just trying to take over. Like, comment.
And if you haven't already, guys, please subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.
Everybody shouldn't went like that.
Oh, damn.